Haha! Look what I have! I have the glasses from Seen Through Glass on my face. Yes. Alright guys, and welcome back to the F12. Now, today is a bit of a last minute thing actually. I wasn't expecting this to be my first video of 2016, but it is. It's actually pretty cool. I got a last minute call from Sam from Seen Through Glass because he was heading out to the Evo Triangle in Wales. Feels like I spent half of my life there. But yeah, we are basically on the road looking for some fantastic driving roads, some tight, twisty, awesome roads. And the first place that kind of jumps to mind that isn't too far, from us all without having to go up to Scotland or anything like that is Wales. And then condense that down a bit, and it kind of pretty much takes you to the Evo Triangle. Now, if any of you have been watching my previous clips, you'll know that I took the Speciale there about 2 months back, and we're pretty much at exactly the same situation. It's absolutely pissing it down, and it's grey and cold, but last time was brilliant. We had loads of fun, but I thought it'd be great to take the F12 back there and just see how this car compares with the Speciale on these sort of tight, twisty roads, especially now that they are waterlogged, because these cars become very different characters after it's been like pouring it down. So yeah, anyway, we're off there. Sam's in front of me in his F-Type, popping and banging as we go. Sounds awesome. And yeah, let's see what today brings us. Every time I point the camera at myself in Wales, I look like this. Yeah, we are back. We're back at the Evo Triangle. This is the start. Right there is the very beginning of the Evo Triangle. And we have looked up, and here's the F12 here. Here's Sam. Sam from Seen Through Glass. By all means, get in my shot. It's fine. It's fine. It's sort of snowing. It's sort of sleet and snow, which is though, and we've got the two perfect cars for snow. Let's face it. Yeah. A few months ago, I was here in the Speciale, and I'm just going to really see how the F12 compares with it on this road, because it is a bit tricky and slippy in places, and yeah, this thing's a bit like that. So anyway, see you in a moment. Yeah, so it's actually snowing. One thing for sure, I didn't expect to be in the snow in an F12. They're not designed for this. The scenery around here is stunning. It's such a beautiful part of the world. And what's great about most sections of the triangle is it's the sort of moorland roads, so you can see really far in front of you, helping to use most of the road. And yeah, it's a really great road. Just a bit slippy. You've got a short shift in this thing and use that sort of torque rather than, once this thing gets around sort of 4,500, 5,000 RPM, the throttle response is razor sharp, and in conditions like this it's better to short shift and just use that swell of torque, otherwise it can get a little bit leery on you. Good job the F12 has had paint protection film on it. That F-Type is flicking up stones left, right and centre. It's like a sandblaster. Oh, the views. We've got a rainbow over the reservoir. It looks amazing. I have to get my camera on that for you shortly. Looking back on when I was driving this exact stretch of road in the Speciale, the speeds that I'm doing in this felt faster in the Speciale. I think there's perhaps more road noise, a bit more sort of exhaust noise inside the cabin, enhancing that sort of sensation of speed, I think. The F12 is very good at masking speed. So yeah, the triangle, obviously as the name suggests, is made up of 3 stretches of road, and each section has its different characteristics really. But you go from incredibly beautiful scenery, mountains in the background with snow caps and beautiful and then you'll dive into a forest section, which feels like something off of Gran Turismo. There's this like forest section which is just like perfectly manicured cut trees, you know, through a beautiful stretch of tarmac. It makes such an amazing drive. So far then, let's just have a bit of a recap on the F12 in the wet on the Evo Triangle, which, you know, as far as like a fairly big GT car goes, it's not really designed for roads that small, but it's been fantastic. There's no doubt about it, in the wet and without some temperature in these tyres, you know, you do have to be on your game. Even with the wet mode set on, it's pretty leery, this thing. It's been stepping out on me all day, but that doesn't mean to say that this thing isn't covering ground like hell. It really is, but if anything, it makes the journey a bit more interesting because it doesn't just effortlessly take you there. It could do if you tone it down a bit, but if you really want to have some sort of driving nirvana, then yeah, this is the place to go. Guys, if you're a petrol head or you're into driving, into cars, whatever it is, if you've ever got, you know, a spare day, come out to the Evo Triangle. I'm going to put in the description below the postcode for where the Evo Triangle starts. You've got to get out here. I mean, even if you're just coming out to check out the scenes, you know, you don't have to have a supercar. Like, you can enjoy everything about this place. Honestly, it is so gorgeous out here. You need to come out. The Evo Triangle is definitely, and like particularly for drivers and petrol heads, this is something you need to do. Make a day trip of it. It's great. So how's the F12 been? Well, majority of the day, it's been fantastic. I just had a bit of a moment. And when I say a bit of a moment, look, actual snow. Good times. Just gonna be some. Whoa! Good times. Just gonna be some. Whoa! Woohoo! Yes. Okay, I was in a race then, and the whole car just let go. Absolutely everything. I kind of thought the F12 was going to be in the hedgerow because it just started snowing and it came down thick and fast, and I still got the car in race mode, and it just let go on me, like pretty substantially. So yeah, twitchy moment, but other than that, it's been amazing. It's definitely a car that you have to have respect for it. It is very powerful, but not just because it's got loads of horsepower. It's the way it delivers that power. It comes on so fast and so sharp. You've got to be on your game. You know, it really is two cars in one. It can be a GT car. You can sit back, put it in automatic, put it in chill mode, and just swan along. Or, like what just happened back there, you can have it in race mode in the snow, and it'll try and kill you. Yeah, it's good. It's a great car. Still, my favourite thing about this is the way it sounds. It is addictive. It's a phenomenal sound. So well done, Innertech on the exhaust. Great. Sam's F-Type has been brilliant as well. As I mentioned, we have had all types of weather, and the pops and bangs from Sam's F-Type have even added some thunder in the mix, so that's been cool. And I think he's really pleased with it as well, because before we left, I was reading the latest edition of Evo, and one of the first things I read was how little traction the F-Type has in the wet. It's been brilliant. I'm not sure what tyres he's got on that. Maybe he has some like winter stickies or something, but you know, it's been a really great car. I would go so far as to say actually that the F12's been letting go more than the F-Type, which is great. So pretty much since I started my YouTube channel, I haven't really been driving in anything other than rain. I mean, sure, I've kind of had some dry days, but even still, the tarmac's been really cold, and I'm just really excited for this year to get the Speciale and the F12 onto some hot asphalt. You know, we're going to take these cars down to the Alps and just see what they're all about, because cars' characters change so much depending on how much grip they've got. Today's been fun, but there has been times, and when I mean times, I mean every corner, when I wish it just had more grip. So yeah, I'm really excited just to get this thing down in the south of France to sort of see how this thing comes alive. We've got some sticky tyres, hot asphalt temperatures, it'll be great. And also, just being able to film something that isn't in the rain. Just looking for some sunshine, man. Alright guys, that is the end of the day for us. The sunshine's starting to close in, and to be quite frank, it's getting absolutely freezing. So yeah, the car's covered in, absolutely caked in it. But what weather haven't we had? Every time I stopped the car to like change a battery or something, we'd have snow, we've had sleet, rain. Some weathers I've never experienced before. Yeah, we've had ice warning. It wasn't me. It's been ridiculous. So, but yeah, it's been a good day. What's your impression of the triangle? The triangle's been incredible, but for me, my thing is like, you've got to get out with these cars. I live in London, and I sit around and go, it's just pointless, look at these cars in London, and then you find something like this. It's so true, and they are caked in it. Yeah. Just have a look at this. They are absolutely caked in crap. Look at all this here. Yeah, but that's what they're for. I hate being one of those egotistical things. If you love a car, use it. Because I hardly use mine. But this day proves that you have to get out and drive. It's brilliant, isn't it? It's just not as bad as you think it's going to be. Getting it all, you know, caked up and grimed. But it's been an amazing day, and the scenery here is just incredible. Typically, you can't really see it now, but over there somewhere, earlier on, we came over this amazing crest, and you just like, the sun had lit up all the mountains and they were snow-capped. It was amazing. It's been such a great day. And the F12's been fantastic. It's been leery at times, but it's been exciting, and it's made the journey just